Lillie's ultimate power has arrived. Aloha everyone, Treyman1 here, and today I'm reviewing the final episode before the Aloha League begins, episode 127. This was an amazing episode for Gladion and Lillie. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the summary and my thoughts. Right off the bat, the episode starts off with Gladion battling Hapu and basically wins his grand trial using devastating Drake. It is revealed that Hapu was the last grand trial that Gladion needed to complete, and that he, along with Ash, have both completed all 4 trials and grand trials in the Alola region, which is super exciting, which makes me really think that Gladion may end up being in the finals with Ash, since they're the only 2 trainers we know who have completed all the trials and grand trials they needed to. Gladion also tells Hapu that he will enter in the Alola League, but before that, he needs to find a certain Pokemon, and as we know, that Pokemon is Zoroark. The episode then cuts to Lillie hard at work trying to figure out and learn how to, get Megirna basically back working again. Ash and the others then end up coming to Lillie's house to do some Z-move training, and Lillie ends up introducing them to Megirna. She ends up telling them how basically Mon was trying to complete Megirna for Lillie, but sadly he couldn't in the end, and now she's trying to finish that job for him. After that, we then cut to the Aloha League Stadium, and whoa, it looks amazing. Like, I love the design of the stadium. I remember when it was first being built, I couldn't tell what they were trying to do with it, but now that we get to see the full stadium, it looks amazing with the big main battlefield in the center and a whole bunch of nice other stuff. I'm guessing hotels and little concessions and stuff like that for the trainers and stuff in the surroundings. Like, this league looks simply amazing. I love the design of the stadium. We get a really nice and sentimental moment with Professor Kukui standing above the Alola League saying, "I've done it. I've completed my childhood goal of creating an Alola Pokemon League." And he shouts with excitement over the Alola League Stadium. And oh boy, I'm really happy for Kukui, because it's so, his development in the series was amazing. From way back in episode 42 and 43, when we found out he wanted to create a league, we got to see him building and trying to work on this league throughout the entire series. Then we had the Celebi episode where Ash went back in time, and it turns out Ash was the one who inspired Kukui to do this. So the fact that Kukui actually completed his goal really makes me happy. Team Rocket already here as well, basically selling their donuts, and they end up mentioning that they too will be entering in the Alola League. The episode then shows Gladion basically going throughout the region looking for Zoroark with his Umbreon, and I believe Umbreon has like the ability to sense or can tell like if an illusion is happening, because Umbreon does, starts to glow a bit when it sees a Pokemon to see if that's Zoroark or not, which Gladion could tell, nope, this isn't it. Let's go keep finding it. We then cut back to Lillie's house where Ash and the others are doing some Z-move training, and we get to see Mallow practicing her Gracium Z. And I love how they differentiated the Z pose from Ash's. Like, that was really cool. I think Mallow using the Z-move was simply amazing. The only thing is that she didn't master her Z-move in this episode, which I believe one of the league episodes will be her mastering it. I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe the episode right after the Battle Royale, I can see focusing on Mallow battling a really strong trainer that, she doesn't know she can beat. Who knows? It could be even Boragain, for crying out loud. Just imagine Mallow having to battle against Boragain. And basically, Boragain is about to win it all, but Mallow and Serena pull through and master the Z-move. That would be an amazing episode for Mallow, and I think that would be a pretty cool move if they actually make her, master her Z-move in the league, because that's going to be at a very tense time. Her and Serena are going to have a close bond in order to use this. Like, basically sort of like with Sophocles, when him and Vikavolt were put into a tough situation to master it. I do believe that this will be in the league when Mallow and Serena master theirs. We then get to see Lana and Primarina practicing Sparkling Aria, basically trying to perfect it. And the Pokemon that they're practicing with is Sophocles' Vikavolt, which has been revealed to learn Zap Cannon. We get to see that Lana perfects this move as well, which is really cool. Lillie and Ash have a nice moment as well in this episode, where they're basically talking about how, do you transfer Z power from yourself to your Pokemon. We get a classic Ash explanation where he's like, first you got to do the poses, you got to be into it, you got to feel the flow, and, just in the end, the Pokemon goes boom, clash, bang, and stuff like that. Classic Ash explanations, which I really do love when he tries to explain stuff We even seen this way back in X and Y when he was trying to explain a gym battle to Tierno in the air. So it's like, I do love when they do moments like this. But shortly after that, the TV comes on and basically a big Aloha League preview or trailer is coming on the TV. This is where Kukui ends up announcing that the winner of the Aloha League will have a shot at battling with the Mask Royale, which this instantly inspires Faba to participate in the Aloha League since he looks up to the Mask Royale. And even James, for that matter, where James wants to participate even more as well, which is really cool. And I'm really glad that Sun and Moon is going with this approach, because in my Aloha League prediction videos, I've been saying that what if Ash wins the Aloha League and then battles the Mask Royale in a champion defense, which I've been saying so long, for so many months now. And I'm so glad that Sun and Moon is actually going this way. I really do hope that Ash wins this league and gets to battle the Mask Royale. It's been too much build up for him to lose again, especially at a time like this where he could battle it out with the Mask Royale one more time. We even get to see Sophocles, Lana, Kiawe, and Ash get more pumped up for participating in the league. And this inspires Lillie to want to go ahead and, master her Z-Ring, so she'll be league ready. Gladion and his Umbreon are still searching the region, and Zoroark actually ends up finding Gladion and basically follows him, basically disguising himself as different Pokemon. We then cut back to Ash and the others, and Kiawe is helping Mallow to perfect her Z move, which I think is a really nice scene too, because Kiawe has been shown to be heavy and big on Z moves. So I think it's nice that Kiawe is actually helping Mallow to perfect it. And I'm pretty sure he's helped Lillie as well. And even with the Z move training episode, him helping Sophocles, Kiawe is really big on Z moves in this series. So I'm glad that he's helping all of his friends perfect their Z moves. And that's when Lillie just gets this weird aura around her. She's powering up. Oh my goodness, what is happening? To be honest, when I saw this scene, I was really pumped. It just got all silent. We hear this theme. I forgot what the theme's called, but it played when Necrozma and Lunala appeared back in the Necrozma arc. We get to see Lillie with this aura around her. She's it's so quiet, it's so serious, and I'm like, oh boy, is Lillie about to freaking mega evolve or something? This was amazing. This scene was simply amazing. We even get to see Vulpix, both of their eyes are closed. They're calm, they're in sync. This is it. This is Lillie about to perfect her Z move. And we get to see that Lillie and Vulpix are actually fully in sync now to where they can actually perform the pose and even call out the Z move's name. And oh boy, was this Z move stunning. I was simply amazed watching Vulpix perform this Z move, because this is our first time seeing the Icium Z in the series. And Lillie ends up perfecting and performing the Z move, which I believe is so well deserved and nicely built up since episode 60 when she got the Z Crystal. Even each and every one of her friends being extremely proud of Lillie actually performing this Z move, which I feel like is very well earned. It's been a long development arc for Lillie, but it feels so earned that she actually performed it. And her and Vulpix are now ready for the Alola League. Also, there's one thing I want to point out. I made a prediction a while back saying that when Lillie perfected her Z move, she would return to her Z-form Lillie design. And it looks like she will, because in the next episode preview, we see her as Z-form Lillie, which I will talk about more in a few minutes. But Gladion and Umbreon are about to call it a day and basically, continue the search tomorrow until Lurantis shows up. And this is where Gladion and Umbreon realized this isn't no ordinary Lurantis. So Umbreon sends an attack flying this Lurantis way. And that's when it's revealed that this Pokemon was Zoroark. And we get this really sad and emotional scene showing Zoroark's illusion. Zoroark shows a flashback of when Gladion and Mon were in that room together. Basically the memory that Gladion was trying to remember but couldn't fully. He remembered Mon rubbing his hands saying, "Great job, son," and stuff, but he couldn't really remember what happened. Zoroark's illusion shows exactly what happened, and that's that Gladion was telling his father, basically, "I told mother that Lillie was crying," and he's like, "Oh, you did a good job, son, protecting your little sister and stuff." Which Gladion has been really protective of Lillie throughout the series, so I just love how they show it even started way back when they were kids. We see the family reunited together. They even help Lillie smile again, and it's just such a nice family moment, which feels really sad because, Mom's gone. And we even see Zoroark in this flashback watching the family be happy together. So that's a really nice scene as well. Gladion is so happy to be reunited with Zoroark and finally be able to see it again that he starts crying. And I don't think anyone expected this. Gladion, who's been tough throughout the whole series, tough, edgy, never let down, actually shed some tears, which is so nice to see. Like, this side of Gladion, how happy he was to see Zoroark again. Gladion also tells Zoroark that Mon is actually still alive and that he wants to help, basically Zoroark find Mon. And Gladion ends up catching Zoroark as well. So it looks like Zoroark is now a part of Gladion's party, which is really cool to think about. Like, Gladion's going to be using Zoroark in the league. We know 4 of Gladion's confirmed Pokemon. We don't know about the Noivern though, because it could be just a rod Pokemon, but that Noivern actually could be his as well. We just have to wait and see when the league comes. But if that Noivern is Gladion's, then Gladion and Ash both have 5 Pokemon. We don't know what their 6 members will be, and the big speculation is that Ash will use Solgaleo, Gladion will use Lunala, making it a full 6v6 battle in the Aloha League Finals. If that happens, then, oh boy, Sun and Moon, you've built this up really nicely with Ash and Gladion having some amazing development throughout the entire series. This episode was amazing, and I was surprised to see that Magearna actually didn't wake up in this episode. I legitimately thought Lillie was going to be using Magearna in the Alola League because it seemed like they were hyping it up to be like, oh, Magearna will come back for the Alola League and basically help Lillie out. But no, it looks like Lillie's going into the league with just Vulpix, which is quite surprising. And this shows that when the league's over, we still have a lot of story stuff to take care of. Mon, Magearna, who knows, we may end up having a Team Rocket arc. That's what it seems like they're hinting at. So this is very interesting that they're doing this. We have enough time for like another plot to happen. Because after the Kalos League and the Alola League started on the same day, June 30th. And as we know, right after the Kalos League, we had the big Team Flare arc and a few other episodes. So we could end up getting one more arc for Sun and Moon about Mon, Magearna, and Team Rocket possibly. That would be really cool if they do that. I do believe that the Team Skull arc will be resolved at the end of the Alola League. I'm also extremely proud and happy that Lillie finally mastered her Z move with Vulpix. I would only wish, though, that Vulpix maybe learned a new Ice-type move because it still knows Powder Snow, Aurora Veil, Hail, and Tackle, which Aurora Veil, Hail, and those are some good moves for Vulpix, but I would really wish it learned something like Ice Beam. That would have been really cool. Or maybe even Icy Wind for that matter. Just something a little more stronger for Vulpix. But who knows? Vulpix may actually do some good battling in the league. I hope Lillie at least wins one round. I don't think she's going to go too far, but I hope she at least wins one round in the league so we can see just how good Lillie is at making strategies and, use this Z move. I'm really glad that this episode came right before the league because it was not only final development for Lillie and Gladion before the league, but also development for a future arc that's going to happen. And I really, really hope Mallow performs her Z move in the league. Like, I really do hope that they do a scenario like Sophocles where you're put under pressure. This is the only time you can do it. And she performs it, and that's how she wins. I really do hope that's how they handle this battle with Mallow. Because Mallow, sadly, didn't perform her Z move in this episode. And if that happens, that's what Kukui's trying to do. Kukui wants this league to be a place where you can see where you are, like how you are in battling, where you stand in the Alolas, like, and how strong you are. And basically, he wants this to be a growing experience. So I feel like if Mallow does that in the league, this is going to show, like, this is what Kukui meant by he wants this to be a league for everyone, so everyone can grow. And once again, I am amazed at how amazing the Aloha League Stadium looks. It's one of the most diverse and different looking stadiums that we've ever had. And I really do like how the stadium is designed. Like, it looks really nice. And I can see some amazing battles happening here. And once again, I like that Sun and Moon did this where once Lillie can finally use Z moves, she fully became Z-formed Lillie. Like, that is a cool story thing that they did. And a nice symbolism to say, okay, Lillie is now a Z move trainer. She's finally on par with the rest of her friends when it comes to using Z moves. Like, that's really cool. And I can't wait to see how things go in the league. And it's crazy to think that Ash actually may be winning the Alola League just because of what they said about Kukui and Ash battling it out in the end. Like, whoever wins the league gets to battle the Masquerade. Ash is the only fit person, I think, to battle the Masquerade in this final battle. If it's not Ash, then I could see it being Guzma. But I don't want Ash to lose this league to Guzma because then that would be kind of bad in my opinion. I want Ash to win in the battle against Guzma in the league just to say, this was the final boss fight. Like, in every other region, we have some big final boss fight with the, main villain and Ash. it would be cool if in the Alola League, this is where Ash has that boss fight against Guzma. Like, that would be really cool. And if Ash wins against Guzma and loses to Kukui after he wins the league, I would be okay with that. Just to show, yes, Ash is strong enough to win a league finally, but he's not strong enough to be a champion yet, which will inspire him to keep going and training on and take on more leagues. Now, this episode does leave the question of when Magearna will come, and I do believe it's not going to be till after the league. If not, then maybe it can happen during the league, because we know the league normally does like a break episode. But I feel like that break episode in this league will have to be Ash getting medal. Like, I have a feeling that in the one break episode that we normally get in the league, something happens at the base with the Meltans. Maybe they're starting to fuse. The Ultra Guardians get caught there. And, Ash gets medal and is ready for the 6v6 rounds. But we'll have to wait and see. Let me know when y'all think Magearna will come back. Are you all excited for the next arc and the Alola League? And once again, this is a really nice development for Lillie and a great, this was great for her character. Thank you all for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and tell me what you all thought of this episode. TreyMan1, peace out.